Thank you for tuning in to the Life of KG podcast. We are all about helping you guys in the beauty industry. Whether you're starting out in this industry or been in the business for years, we want to motivate you, educate you, and support you to grow. Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to A Life of KG. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different for you guys and do an education session on Instagram growth hacks. Now, Instagram is obviously such a big thing while running a business, and it's very different to years ago because 12, 13 years ago when I started in business, Instagram definitely wasn't a thing, and not even Facebook, to be honest. It was quite new back then, and we used to have marketing budgets for £500 to £1,000 a month, where we would actually be able to market our businesses in newspapers, magazines, different ads, even Yell back then. How crazy is that? And Yellow Pages and things like that. Now we don't have to have that because there is the power of social media. But if you can have some sort of marketing budget still, then that's going to push you even further. So that would be great. But today I want to go over some Instagram growth hacks for you, and hopefully this will just push your Instagram profiles that little bit more. And let me know how you get on and if it does help, because I would love to know. So first of all, let's discuss your profile. Okay, so your grid is your shop front. Okay, so for those that are interested in your business, that are new to your business, they are going to go onto your grid first, get an indication of what you offer and what you're like, and make a decision if, okay, do I want to go to their salon or do I want to go to their business? So that is what your grid is. It is your shop front before they physically come to your shop front. So first of all, we need to make sure that your bio is really clear. So if you used to go onto my profiles, which are KG Salon and then KG Professional and then KG Salon _ Barton and Clay, you will see that my bios are very clear. You need to make sure that you are stating in your bios exactly what you do, exactly what you're offering, for then that target audience to be like, yep, that's what I want, and then hopefully book. So make sure that your bio is very clear. Then you need to make sure that you add your location. Now, the amount of people that don't add their location is crazy. And this is a must. There has been many times I've gone onto profiles and I think, well, this is an awesome business, but where are they based? I have no idea. So make sure you add your location. Then you need to make sure you add a website. Now, those of you that are part of my Coffee, Cake and Chat program, you know how important websites are, and we talk about this quite a lot. If you haven't got a website, then it definitely is a must. So make sure that you start a website and you add that onto your profile. If you have several businesses or several things that you're trying to advertise, there is Linktree. Now, Linktree is so good. It basically is a page with all of your links on there. So for example, I have several businesses and several different programs. So on my bio, on my KG Salon Instagram, there is my Linktree. And then on my Linktree, I have my training business, my salon, my programs, my podcast. Everything is on my Linktree. So it makes it very easy for someone to go onto the website and see exactly what I offer. So if you offer certain businesses or, different options for people on your Instagram, a Linktree is extremely cool to have. So make sure you have a website or a Linktree. Then that is your bio. Also with your picture, make sure you have a really clear picture. So whether that's a headshot of you that you use everywhere or your company logo, they're the two that I would recommend. Not really a set of nails or a set of lashes or a treatment. Try and make it something really clear, because the picture is tiny and they can't expand that. So it needs to be noticeable. Then I want you to make sure that you know and remember who your target audience is, okay? Target audience is something that we can talk about another time, but to go over in brief, who is it that you are wanting to talk to on your social media platforms. And it can't be everyone. We can't target to every single person. So we have to be able to niche that down to be our exact audience. So who is your client? Okay, really break down who your client is. What do they look like? What age are they? What location are they? What are they searching for on Instagram? How can you connect with them on Instagram? Because if you are, for example, a lash artist and you are putting up about 0.15 lashes or this type of fan, your target audience, which is your client, is going to be like, whoa, I have no idea what this is. It's very technical. It's very lash talk, and it's just not going to interest them, which then means over time, they are not going to visit your page as often because, you know, that you're talking too technical for them. Whereas if you are a trainer and you're talking that way, then that's great because you're talking to your target audience of students. So you need to make sure you are talking to the correct audience to make sure you're getting that engagement on your page. And then that's how you can also create superfans. So superfans, I am talking about the type of people that will always comment and like and share and engage on your posts. Okay, so the main way to build up your Instagram is to have engagement. If you've got zero engagement on your Instagram, this is when your posts just start to disappear. You're not going to be able to be seen that much to new clients. And, you know, it's sometimes we're just posting just to post, but it's not actually getting seen. We need to make sure that we're creating super fans and engaging on other people's posts and making things interesting on our Instagram for people to be like, oh, what is she doing today? Or what has she posted? And just to keep everything really interesting. So turning people into super fans. Make sure that you're also engaging. Don't expect people to engage with you if you're not engaging back or first, okay? The more you engage, the more your name pops up. So if you're engaging on Sally's profile, and making these names up, by the way, if you're engaging on Sally's profile, Sally might have a certain following, and that following might be your target audience also. So then because your name keeps popping up on their posts, then people that also comment on their posts will start seeing your name and think, oh, I keep seeing this company pop up. Let's see what they do. Then they'll head over to you. If your profile and everything's clear and your shop front on your Instagram is looking great, then you're mostly going to gain another follower. You then start interacting with them, and then there you go, there as a customer. So everything works hand in hand with your Instagram, with engagement, but engagement is key. So when that's putting up posts, are you asking a question? Are you telling your audience what to do? People need to be told what to do. So what I mean by that is if you want them to save a post, tell them you want them to save a post. Save this post to read now. If you want them to comment, say, comment yes, please, to get whatever it is that you're offering. So you're telling them what to do. You're telling them how to engage. And this is what you need to do. You can't guess. You can't make them guess of what you want them to do. You have to physically tell people. Okay. So engagement, keep that up all of the time. Like I said at the beginning, your marketing budget is something that we always used to have to do. If you have a marketing budget now, even if it's really small, like £10 a month or £50 a month, amazing. Use that in social media. You can do Instagram Messenger ads, and it gets people to message you straight into your DMs, and then you can start a conversation with people there. Getting people into your DMs is what your end goal should be, okay? Building relationships on social media is the key thing, and lots of people do that. Build them up in your DMs, then get their data. So what I mean by data is their email address. Add their email address onto your marketing list, and there you go. That's mostly going to be a new customer or a new student or whatever it is that you do in your business. So put some money behind your Instagram and do ads, and it will really, really, really help with that. When you are responding to comments, make sure it's at least 3 to 4 hours after posting, okay? So when someone posts on my Instagram, I will always make sure I comment back. I will never just like, I will always comment. Okay, this builds the comments up on the page or on the post, but it also helps with the algorithms also. So make sure that you comment back on whoever posts on your profile 3 to 4 hours after posting. Okay, this will help keep your posts high. Your posts will only be seen by around 5% of your followers. So if you look at your followers and take away 5% of that, that's how many people are actually seeing your posts. So it's not a large lot, is it? So we need to make sure that our engagement is right first and that we're commenting back on the people that are posting on our grids, okay? Then we need to make sure that we are keeping up with our brand awareness. Now, your brand needs to be at the front of your mind all of the time. Again, this is a completely different coaching session when it comes to branding. If you're part of Coffee, Cake and Chat, then we've done a huge branding session on there to get you started. But you need to make sure that you are building a brand awareness. And to do that, that's making sure that your logo is in the right places, you have certain colors on your grid and on your stories, and actually Giphies. So GIFs is something that you can make. You can go onto a website called fiverr.com and there's people that create them for you, and then you can upload them on the GIF website. And this is something that will help your brand awareness too, because people will be using them if they're relevant to their businesses, and so then your GIFs are everywhere. So that's just another tip for you guys. Then recently Instagram has brought Reels out. Now Instagram is a learning curve every single day. It doesn't matter how much you're on it, how much you study it, how many training courses you take, something new is happening on Instagram all of the time. And recently it was the launch of Reels, which then just took over Instagram and went crazy. And those that were producing Reels was what was getting all the interaction, and everyone else that wasn't doing Reels was falling to the back of the list. So Reels is something that we had to study very quickly on how to produce them, what was the best way to do them, and actually just putting ourselves out there, because a lot of the time it was putting us to camera. So we created a course for Reels, which Lois done, our KG trainer, and it's only £12. So if you go onto our link tree on my Instagram, KG Salon, you will be able to see the £12 training on Reels. Now, Reels is really, really, really important even now. And if you haven't done a Reel, you definitely want to try. If you can, you want to try and do a Reel even once a week, which might feel like a lot, but it will definitely boost your profile. The amount of views you get on a Reel is insane. So if you're not sure how to create Reels, then head over and get your Reel training for £12 that we have done for you. So if you're not sure what Reels to do, then you want to make sure that you have a look at other profiles, study what other people are doing, have a look at other people in your niche. So if you're a training company, look at what other training companies are doing for their Reels. Are they getting the engagement that you would ideally like for your Instagram? If they are, what are they doing in their Reels? What are they teaching? What are they producing? It's not copying, okay? We definitely do not want to copy. We just want to see what other people are doing and what interaction they're getting. If you are doing something that's similar to what a competitor has done, or similar to something else that you've looked at and thought, you know what, I love that Reel, I'm going to do similar, just make sure you tag them and just give them a heads up that Reel inspired by blah blah blah, just so there's no copying. You always want to make sure that you are tagging who has inspired you. Then you want to make sure that you are also building your personal brand, okay? Personal brand is key. I bang on about personal brands quite a lot in my coaching. People want to know who is behind the brand. So if someone was to go on your profile now and it's all nails, for example, how do I know who you are? How do I feel safe enough to come and visit you? Are you a shop front? Are you working from home? Do you have a team? What does your salon look like? What does your surroundings look like? I want to know that before I book on a treatment, because I want to feel safe who I'm coming to. And I've actually had horror stories in the past where I've gone to people from Instagram for certain treatments, and I've turned up to places and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I feel secure enough to go there or in there or whatever that might be. You want to be really open to people on your Instagram. Obviously, some of you will be really private, and that's absolutely fine. You can still be private, but just make sure you're showing who you are or what the surroundings are on your Instagram, whether that's on your grid or in your stories, just so people can feel safe about coming, right? Because you can imagine there's so many companies out there that offer what we do, and people need to choose who to go to. So it's just making that safe, making sure that they're definitely sure about where they're going, and, you know, just who you are. Imagine just rocking up to someone that you've just seen their Instagram page and nothing else. Like, there's a lot of fraudsters and stuff out there as well, so we have to be really careful. So be really open. Building that personal brand can be introducing your team members on there, showing what's going on behind the scenes, your training that you're doing to launch new training services, whatever that might be. Building your personal brand is definitely a thing, and it will get your clients falling in love with you and the brand, okay, which will then make them want to come back more and more. So very, very important. Another thing to be able to raise your profile on Instagram will be partner with micro and major influencers. So there's loads of micro influencers out there. That's people for above 10,000 followers, or even 5,000 if they've got lots of engagement. You might have a product you want to send them, or you might want to do a competition with them, and that will help you raise your followers and your engagement. So if you are doing this, again, make sure they have your target audience. There is no point trying to gain followers if it's not your target audience. So if you're partnering up with another business, for example, and they're a car business and they have 100,000 followers on their Instagram account, so you think, I'm going to partner up with them because they've got this many followers, but actually all them people on there are going to be men, they're not your target audience, so that's no good to you. If you're a beauty salon and you can target up with your local hairdressers, that is your target audience. They're the people you want to sign up with. If there is a local influencer that's into the gym and working out, and they're a woman and they've got lots of women followers, that's your target audience. They're the people that you want to target with. So you can send them products, you can do a competition. There's lots and lots that you can do to be able to build your following. They say that your Instagram followers isn't something that we should concentrate on, but I don't necessarily agree. I agree that we shouldn't focus on the numbers and make it this huge deal, and your followers and your numbers should be your target audience at all times. But at the same time, if you have a high following, that means when you do bring out a new product, it's going to get more reach. When you do bring out a new service, it's going to get more reach, which then means you're going to get more sales. If you have less following, then obviously you're going to get less reach. So that's why it is important to build up our Instagram and our numbers, but with the right following. So that will always secure us that bit more when we are launching new businesses, when we are launching new training courses, when we are launching new services, because we've already got that following there that like our personal brand, that already trust our brand, and actually just, want to support us more. So that's why it is important to build up our numbers, and why I don't believe in, don't worry about your followers, because we do have to worry about our followers if their target is right for our businesses. No, we don't need to worry about numbers. If it means you just want to get to 100,000 followers just to have your followers up, that's no good. But if they're your target audience, you do want them followers. What else did I want to talk about today? I've got down here, views and likes mean nothing. Now, this is very true. They do mean nothing if they're not interacting. Okay, so like I say, you have to interact. Conversations is what matters if you're a business. Okay, so we want to focus on conversations, building up relationships, so then people trust us to then buy into whatever it is that we are selling. Then I want you to have a look and follow similar accounts. Okay, again, like I said earlier, it isn't copying, it is seeing. Make sure you don't copy, please, ever. It's the worst thing ever when you see that you produce content and then someone else is copying the same thing. It's frustrating. So if you are doing similar, remember to just tag them and say inspired by whoever it is it's inspired by. But follow similar accounts and see how they create a community. So if you've got someone that's very similar to what you do and they are getting loads of interaction, their business seems to be doing well, even though sometimes, you know, that's just an Instagram thing and actually they might not be doing well behind the scenes. But see what they are creating. What is it that they're asking that is making their community engage? What is it that's making their profile connect with you so much? So you can really, really learn from other people's profiles on how they're doing it, how they're talking to their audience, what they're producing, what are they putting on their stories that's making it so engaging. There is, I'm sure, many accounts that you look at and you just sit there on their stories and you end up watching all of their stories, even if they've put like 20 stories on that day. What has made you want to look at their story so much? What has made you watch the whole thing without skipping? So we want people to watch the story. We don't want people to be just tapping on the screen to like go by. We want to make sure they're engaging, make sure they're watching the whole lot. So when you're doing that on accounts, think, why am I doing that on their account? What has got me hooked? So really think about your behavior and your pattern on Instagram to see how then you can put that onto your own profiles. Then we've got hashtags. So hashtags you can't use on Facebook. They don't work on Facebook anyway, but you do use on Instagram, definitely on posts and on reels. Okay, it's very, very important. You can use up to 30 hashtags on your posts and make sure you use them 30 hashtags. But when you are creating hashtags, remember to create hashtags that are relevant to your audience. Okay, note section on my phone, I have a note section which is just for hashtags, and I have loads of different hashtags that I have compiled together, so 30 hashtags at a time. And I have my salon hashtags, so I'll have location in there, I will have what services we offer, beauty salons, blah blah blah, and then I will do a hashtag group for every single service. So then if I'm producing content online for lash extensions, I will have 30 hashtags that I know clients will be looking for about lash extensions. If I'm doing something for HD brows, I will have 30 hashtags around brows, HD brows, the location and things like that. You want to make sure in your hashtag sets, so when I mean sets, I mean your 30 hashtags that you're going to post, you have your location, the treatment that you're doing, what so I'd put like HD brows in Luton, HD brows in Silso, all the little areas around me. Then I'll do HD brows, then I'll do brows, eyebrows, do all loads of different sets of what they are. And feel free to look at my hashtags on my profiles and see what I produce. But I will do, like I said, sets, loads of different sets for the salon. Okay, so I will have sets for every single service and then just the salon generally. Then I have the training academy. So I will do sets for all the training courses that we offer and then just the general training academy. Same for each product. And then for my business mentoring, I'll do sets for that. So, you know, Boss Babe, Grow Your Salon, Business Mentor, beauty salon business mentor, I'll have loads and loads of different sets, and you want to make sure that your sets are different a lot of the time. You don't want to make sure you're posting the same hashtags all of the time. So I hope that helps. Always make sure you add location. So we said right at the beginning that you make sure that you add your location on your profile, on your bio, but make sure you add your location to every single story and every single post. This will make your posts and stories be seen 70% more, okay, than if you don't add your location, which is a huge difference. So don't always post your salon location or your business location as well. So for example, mine, KG Salon, I don't always tag KG Salon. I will tag all the surrounding areas as well and change it up all of the time. So it might be Bedfordshire, Bedford, Luton, Milton Keynes, and any surrounding areas of people that I want to target. So then I just, my account is getting out there to different locations all of the time. So always add your location. Then I sometimes schedule posts, sometimes I don't. Personally, you will get better reach if you don't schedule posts. This is because Instagram just likes organic, okay? They just like you to post organically rather than using third-party websites. But Planoly is a very, very good website, an app for you guys to use, so you can download that and it doesn't affect your reach as much. So that's the best one that I would say for you to be able to schedule your posts if you're more of a scheduler or like to plan your content. So we might do some more Instagram hacks if you guys enjoyed this episode, but for now I'm going to leave you with those and get you to put them into action and see how that affects your Instagram. Remember, if you've got a little bit of marketing budget, definitely put that on your Instagram and see how that blows up your page as well. But make sure you use all these tips and hints that I've given you today. I really hope they help. Drop me a message and let me know how you get on. But otherwise, have a wonderful day.
If you love this episode, please share and tag us on social media at KG Salon.
I always follow them.
If you're a salon owner and would like to join our membership program, Coffee, Cake, and Chat, get in touch for a space. Be around a like-minded tribe. Have 400 pounds worth of mentoring a month. And push yourself to the next level.
I love being a part of such a great community.
Until next time, have an amazing, successful week.